Oh, money. Who are we? We are energy. We often forget that we are energy. We remember Einstein saying that everything is energy, so this is energy, but then we forget that this is energy too. Everything, every thought of yours is an electromagnetic impulse, it's energy. And yet, we have so many thoughts that cross our minds all the time. The universe is all about listening to your vibration. And what is it that your vibration is communicating? You can put whatever words you want, and yet, if the vibration under those words is that of fear, then guess what the universe is going to listen to? A very small example. You tell to someone, I love you. Look within to observe where that statement is coming from. Many of the times, there's a very subtle, hidden fear. I love you. I don't want to lose you. And if that's the fear that you're operating from, guess what the universe is hearing at all times? Many of the times we have repeat patterns. We get into one relationship and another relationship and another relationship, and they're all coming to the same thing. Many a times we come into one financial problem and another financial problem. What's happening? The universe is constantly listening to your vibration. And if the vibration comes from fear, if you have programs of fear in your conscious and your subconscious self, then guess what the universe has to play out for you? Understand that at any point in time, the universe is always going to prove you right. So let us say, if you say to yourself all the time, I cannot trust anyone, guess what's going to happen? The universe is going to keep putting those people in front of you that you absolutely cannot trust. And you will become more and more rigid in that thought process, in that belief. If you start to say to everybody that no one loves me, and if you start to think of it as that no one loves me because I am not ready to receive the love for no matter what reason, guess what happens? You find more and more people who are going to judge you. On the other hand, if you start to tell yourself and to start to believe in this fact that absolutely everyone loves me, guess what the universe is going to throw at you? It's going to throw more and more people that absolutely love you. It doesn't matter what you do or what you do not do. It doesn't matter whether you're successful or you are not successful. All the programs that you have, become aware. It's not possible for you to become aware of everything at one shot. But during the day, as you go about your day, become aware of what programs you're operating from and then start to question. Many a times, I like to tell people, sit with a pen and paper. If something's bothering you, if there's a loss that's bothering you, whether it's a loss of a person or if it's the loss of a financials, then start to look at the losses itself and say, what's the worst that can happen? For example, picking up a very small example, I always have to lock my house before I leave. Why am I locking the house? It's out of fear that I cannot trust that the universe will take whatever I have. The universe will not give me whatever I deserve. So I must keep everything very safe. It's a very small thing, but we operate from this fear all the time. And now when you start to question, what's the worst that will happen? Okay, thieves will come in, they will break into my house, they will take everything that I have. And what's the worst that will happen? Oh, people are going to think of me as being so foolish. And what's the worst that is going to happen? No, they're going to judge me really badly. And they're going to think about how a misfit I am in this place. How I believe everybody, how I am so gullible. Now you are getting to the root. There is judgment against yourself that you hold, that you are gullible, that you believe everybody, and that you're stupid, and that you're not intelligent enough. These are all judgments that are playing out in every aspect, including that little small act of yours of closing the door and locking it twice. So when you start to understand that there are programs behind everything, you're actually able to start releasing the underlying programs. Will you leave your house open today and walk out? Maybe you will and maybe you won't, but at least you would have become aware that it's a program of self judgment that's behind that locking the door. And when you do get to that point, some days you might even forget to lock the door and nothing will happen. I do that all the time. Try it once, but not without first releasing the program. Oh my